We've got Kunal and Nooresh joining in, as always, to give us a sense as to what to expect in the day ahead. Kunal, morning. Let me start off with you. We came off from the top of the day with a lot of those heavyweights feeling the heat, while some of those PSEs like Coal India, NHPC were at life highs. What is it that you make of the market?
Good morning. So I think we should be a lot more habitual towards these kind of intraday corrections for the indices because many of the major sectors are underperforming or not participating in full gusto, and I think that could be one of the major reasons why every now and then the index would probably get a lot of impediment on the way upside. However, I think we've managed to break past about that 21,700 mark. And I believe that could be a crucial support for the Nifty. So I think over the near term, in case if there are intraday dips towards the 21,700 levels, we could probably try and just pivot or take a pivot support at those points. There is no major change in terms of the open interest flow for the indices, both the Nifty and Bank Nifty. Mild bit of unwinding which is going on into the indices, but that is just to the tune of 1.5–2% odd for the for the benchmark indices as well as for Bank Nifty. So that generally is not a major cue or an indication that any kind of a major trend is in the making. So we would expect that this broad range of consolidation could happen with intraday bouts of volatility.
Right. Nooresh, hi, morning. What are you sensing about the mid-caps in particular, and especially that last hour tumble that we saw?
We've had a strong rally across the mid cap and the small cap space. So if you look at the small cap indices, we are up 3 to 5% above the previous all-time highs. We've not been able to cross those all-time highs on the Nifty 50 convincingly, neither convincingly on the Nifty 500. So there has been a lot of outperformance, and in that particular basket, we've seen a much larger outperformance in the PSC, railways, etc. And a lot of these spaces which have gone up much more than even the constituents of the small cap and mid cap indices. So any profit booking there suddenly makes the index look much more worse than it is. So overall, we are in this scenario where we need to find some consolidation range for the Nifty as well as for the small cap index. So going forward, I would expect moves in the mid caps and small caps to be more selective. One has to be a little more careful in the overbought spaces like railways, PSEs, etc. There could be, say, a 15% correction from the top in a lot of these names.
Avan, one data point which we missed discussing yesterday, what happened is the FI long positions from 58% has come down to what, under 40. So that is a big kind of a...
I think at 22,200 which we made last week, it was almost 22%, the FI long numbers.
Without FI long positions, we went to 20.
It is as low.
So you're saying that FI activity in the FNO side is not...
Is very minimal. Very
nothing much to read about.
Exactly. That's why the markets should not ideally trend.
Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. Yesterday I saw that the data has come down to what, under 40.
At 22,200 or 100 when the index made a high, it was almost 22%.
Okay, fair point.